My daughter-in-law accused me of stealing from her purse, then found the truth. I never thought I'd be accused of theft in my own home, but that's exactly what happened one rainy afternoon when my daughter-in-law stormed into the kitchen, eyes blazing. "Did you take money from my purse?" she demanded, holding the bag up like it was Exhibit A in a courtroom. For a second I just stared at her, too stunned to speak. Me? A thief? It all started a few days earlier when she and my son moved in temporarily while their apartment was being renovated. I was happy to have them here. I cooked their meals, did their laundry, even made her favorite tea every evening, but from the start there was tension. She always seemed suspicious of me, like I was invading her space even though it was my house. Still I bit my tongue and tried to keep the peace. Then that afternoon happened. She claimed she had put $5,000 in her purse and now it was gone. I told her I hadn't touched it, but she kept pressing. "You're the only one who was here," she said coldly, and my son just stood there silent and uncomfortable. My heart broke a little. Not because of the accusation itself, but because they both seemed to believe it might be true. The whole house turned upside down. She checked every drawer, every cupboard, even lifted the cushions on the sofa as if I'd hidden the money there. I sat quietly on the edge of my bed, humiliated and furious, wondering how my life had come to this. And then just as she was about to storm out, we heard a faint crinkle sound from the living room. We followed it, and there was her precious purse lying on the floor. Inside it, tucked behind the lining, was the envelope of cash, completely untouched. Turns out it had slipped through a small tear in the fabric and gotten stuck inside the lining. Her face turned crimson as she looked at me, stammering apologies. I didn't say much. I just smiled and said, "Next time maybe we should check the purse before accusing the people who feed us dinner." The silence that followed was louder than any argument, and from that day on she never questioned me again.